this video where I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite Larry Koopa battles that I have made. So all of these battles are the ones that I've made. I haven't taken from any of my viewers, subscribers, or from YouTube. These are all of my ideas, and I'm gonna rank them from my fifth favorite to my favorite of all time. So fifth, fourth, third, second, first. Now before we start, let me talk about Larry first. Now Larry Koopa is the most basic of all the Koopalings. He just jumps around and shoots magic blasts like what you expect from a Koopaling. There's nothing that makes him unique from other Koopalings aside from one thing, and that one thing isn't that unique, and that's his jump. Larry Koopa has the highest jump out of any Koopalings. As you can see, he can jump four tiles long right now. He can reach about 3 to 4 tiles. So when Larry is on his last hit, he can actually jump one block higher. So now he jumps around 5 to 6 blocks. Now if you give Larry wings, he can actually jump around 7 blocks high. So when he's on his last hit, he can jump higher actually, like around 2 to 3 blocks higher, if I'm not mistaken. So to summarize, Larry is the most basic of all the Koopalings. He shoots 1 blast on his first hit, 2 on his second hit, and 3 on his last hit. Without his wings, he can jump 3 blocks high, 3 to 4 blocks high. However, on his last hit, he jumps 1 block higher, so 5 to 6. When you give him wings, he jumps 7 to 8. And when he's on his last hit with wings, he jumps around 10 blocks higher, 9 or 10. So now let's get started with my top 5 favorite Larry Koopa boss battles. Now for 5th place, we've got Larry from my first world. So Larry is the first boss in my first world. And for this boss battle, what makes it unique or fun is that you can't reach Larry. So you have to use the Goombas that come after the pipes to actually reach Larry. And after you reach him, you have to go back down. Now you can cheese this boss battle by spin jumping on his shell, but other than that, that's the main idea. So Larry's up there hiding, and you have to use the Goombas to reach his height. It's a simple boss battle, but nonetheless it's a fun one, and it can be challenging. Now for my 4th place is the Larry and Wendy duo boss battle from my first world. Now this is a simple boss battle. There's nothing crazy about it or unique, but it's the challenge that makes it fun or great. These two duos together with this arena is actually difficult because of Wendy's rings and the rising or the shifting ceiling and ground, which makes this boss battle somewhat hard and unpredictable. Not only that, but with Wendy's projectiles or rings ricocheting around, it makes it really difficult. So overall, even though this boss battle is simple, I just like it because of the challenge. So for 3rd place, we've got my Larry battle from my second world. So this battle looks simple, but what makes it fun and unique is the random ground. So the ground first starts off like straight and simple, but after a while they're gonna start bouncing around, and it's a weird pattern which makes this boss battle somewhat difficult, especially with the grinders on top. Now when Larry is on his shell and the platforms or like the ground starts to jump around, it makes it difficult to dodge the shell. So even though this is a simple boss battle, it's just a fun one because of the random floor jumping around. It's unpredictable and just makes the boss battle much more fun. So for my second favorite Larry boss battle is this one right here with the pea balloon, where Larry rides on his fire clown car, and you have to use the icicles to hit Larry. So what I really like about this boss battle is because, first of all, you can't jump on Larry. You have to find a different method to hit him. Second of all, I really like the pea balloon. It's a really fun item to use. It's fast, it's fun, and it makes this boss battle challenging. But not only that, but because of the fire bars on both sides, it makes it much more hectic and fun. You have to be careful of Larry's fires, Larry's magic blast, the fire bars, and the icicles. Now you can do something similar with the My Bros. U version or any other version by using the clown car and putting a bow on Larry's head so you can't jump on him. Now this is not as much as fun as with the pea balloon, because the pea balloon is much faster and it's easier to control. Not only that, but the hitbox of the pea balloon is much smaller, so it's much easier for the player, even though you only have 1 hit. So yeah, you can replicate this in any other style, but it's not as fun. So yeah, this is my number 2. So let's move on to number 1. So my favorite Larry boss battle is Larry's claw machine. Someone named it. So the reason why I like this battle so much is because you have to shift between the platforms and the claws. If you stay on the platform for too long, you're gonna hit by the spikes, and if you stay on the claws for too long, you're gonna hit by the spikes. So you have to alternate between the two, which makes this boss battle fun and hectic. Since you have to keep the momentum up, and you have to be careful if you're on the platform or if you're on the claws. So yeah, this is why I really like this boss battle so much, because of the alternation between the platforms and the claws. It's a fun boss battle. It's challenging and it's unique in my opinion. Not only that, but the player has to keep on shifting between the two. So the player has to keep his focus, and which makes it really fun. So yeah, this is my favorite Larry boss battle. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the list. There's a second part to this video where I'm gonna showcase all of the Larry boss battles that I liked without the commentary. So stay tuned if you want.